Here with women's basketball head coach John Haskins previewing Saturday's matchup with Flagler here in the English E. Jones Center in Pembroke, North Carolina. 1:30 tip-off for the women's game. Coach, let's talk about your outing on Wednesday at GRU Augusta. Talk about that game. Obviously, didn't shoot the ball very well in the second half, but what else did you see in that game?
Well, I thought defensively we played pretty well in the first half. Held them to 21 points, and we actually scored 26. Had a 5-point lead at halftime, scored the first bucket of the second half, and then had an open three that would have put us up 10. So, up to that point it was going pretty well, and then we just really struggled to score. We just had trouble containing one of their guards who had a great half. Made a couple threes, got to the rim a couple times. We fouled her a couple times. I still thought our defensive effort was good enough. We just struggled to put the ball in the hole, and so move on and try to get better.
Obviously you've had a run of success in the month of January. Let's talk about the keys to your team as you race for one of the coveted 8 PBC tournament spots, particularly next month and into March.
Well, I think it starts with our defense. We've got to play solid defense every night out. Got to play with a lot of intensity, a lot of energy. We've got to communicate well. So it starts there. And Augusta only shot 33%. Like I say, scored 55 points. So our defensive effort was good enough. And then I just think consistency offensively. Can we score in the paint? Phenisa Lawson played pretty well for us the other night and did some good things around the basket, but we just struggled to shoot the perimeter shot. And so we've got to knock down some shots, particularly when we get in zone like we did the second half the other night. We've got to step up and knock down some shots. We've got to attack the zone, get it inside the zone. We worked in practice on both those things yesterday, and hopefully we'll continue to improve at that.
They faced a Flagler team that started off slow, but it sort of picked it up a little bit here over the last month as well. Let's talk about Flagler and what you know about it, and give us a quick scouting report.
Well, I apologize. I don't know names so much as numbers, but Mason, the post player, 24, is just been there. She's a senior. She just gets the ball in the hole. She's very patient in the post, so she's something to deal with around the basket, in addition to being a very good offensive rebounder. 21's a new wing player for them who can really shoot a deep three, can put it on the deck a little bit. They've got a couple other quick guards. Their point guard, number 4, is a nice driver of the basketball. She gets to the free throw line a lot, can shoot a pull-up jumper. 1's a wing that's pretty athletic. 13 plays in the high post a lot, as a skilled post, and then they got another girl coming off the bench that can shoot the three. So, I think they've got some balance inside and out, and we're going to have to play well.
Here with men's basketball head coach Ben Miller previewing Saturday's Military Appreciation Day matchup and Alumni Weekend matchup against Flagler, the English E. Jones Center. Tip-off scheduled for 3:30 p.m. Women start at 1:30, so you'll be going after them. Let's talk about Wednesday's matchup before we get into this. Down 18 early in the second half, came back and made it a game and almost got it there at the end. What did you learn from a game like that you can take forward with you?
Well, we showed a lot of heart coming back, having a chance to win that game. And Augusta played really well too. I thought it was a great college basketball game. Unfortunately, we, came out with the loss, but I do think our guys really competed.
Well, let's talk about this Flagler team, a team you've had a lot of success against, but again, as we all know, no game in the PBC is an easy one. Talk about what you expect from Flagler on Saturday when they come in here.
I think it's Coach Clark's best team. They got great post presence. They got great perimeter scoring, shooting. They got really good balance that way. So we got some really tough matchups, and I think it's going to be. They run the floor extremely well, so I think it'll be a exciting game from a fan standpoint, hopefully. But they're a very good ball team.
And talk about give you a chance to talk about Alumni Weekend for you. You got a bunch of alumni coming in here this weekend. What do your players get from something like that? Seeing all the old guys come in.
Well, I think we anticipate a record turnout for former players and coaches, with almost 70 or more. Tony Dellinger, a former player here in the area, has done a great job coordinating the efforts, and we're really excited to get those guys back. And it means so much to our players to tie the history of this program into the future, and it just feels like a big family. So it's going to be a fun event.